Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and as you can see, we have more Real Housewives of Atlanta news. This is the third video for the day, the third ROA specific video. This time, we have messy Ralph Pittman, hopefully the soon-to-be ex-husband of Drew Sidora. I made a video about her today about a stylist in the comment section of a post saying that her and Dennis ran off with his money after he styled her for a photo shoot. Be sure to check that video out. But again, this time it is about Ralph Pittman. It appears that he is crashing out, honey, over a visual that you can see. Now, before we get into it, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And of course, Ralph, everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on the screenshots obtained by the Neighborhood Talk are allowed. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. You all know that this is my favorite blog because they post content all day, every day, and they do not flag videos if you play videos that they posted. Shout out to Kyle, who owns the Neighborhood Talk. You do an amazing job. All right, so before I put my fair use banner up, I wanted to read what you can see at the bottom. But first, let's get into the visual that triggered Ralph. First of all, we all know that Ralph has his trifling podcast called Ralph in the Basement. Okay. The reason why it's titled Ralph in the Basement is because a judge ordered that he is to live in the basement of the marital home. Meanwhile, Drew and their kids occupy the other floors, and he gets the full house on the first, third, and fifth weekends, fifth weekend, if applicable, that's Youth Sunday at church. Then he gets the rest of the house. So I guess Drew gets a hotel room on the first, third, and fifth weekends. But so there is this visual because, oh, they're filming a Delulu video. So Delulu is my favorite song on Drew Sidora's album. I love a good 5-6 songs on the album, and I really like the whole thing. So kudos to Drew Sidora and Dennis. Fabulous job. I love it. So there is this visual. As you can see, it looks like a woman. She's reading the newspaper, and on the cover, it says cheaters. And you can see where the sketch artist drew or designed Ralph's picture in the middle, and it says caught again. So Ralph is trying to at least act like he's offended by that. And Dennis posted this and did hashtag video, who wants it? And he tagged Drew. Ralph Pittman comments and says, yo, you wild for trying to exploit me. Didn't you cheat on Porsha while she was pregnant? Y'all gonna make me turn up in a minute. So now I will put my fair use banner up. I know that Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk is cool, but I just like to be thorough and consistent. Okay, so, Ralph calls out Dennis. He comments and says, y'all trying to exploit me because they're going through a divorce. And according to Drew's attorney in the most recent episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was out here slinging it all over. So that's according to Drew's attorney, Ralph. So then Dennis responds and says, Ralph, invite me on the podcast. I guess we're overdue for a convo. And Ralph replies, done. Let's make it happen soon. And Dennis says, let's do it. And yes, I did cheat. Then Dennis puts Porsha in it and says, Porsha don't even bring that up anymore. What day we doing it? And Ralph responds back, I'm happy for y'all. Monday. There's more. Then Porsha responds, she's got like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And a fan says, they tagged Porsha and say, in the words of Nene, now how I get in it? See how they just put me in stuff? Y'all know that clip. I'm sure Scotty by Nature will play that clip when he makes a video about this. And then Porsha responds with, exactly. So I think this is hilarious. I also think that Ralph is hand making content as we go. So he is all over people's social media and he sees the visual for the Delulu video and he's like, oh, I'm going to create some content. Now I'll do an interview with Dennis. No telling what they are going to say. Dennis, I would say, I know that you are a very smart man. Don't fall for the bait. Ralph is going to want you to say something really humiliating and embarrassing about Porsha, the mother of your beautiful daughter. I'm sure after seeing all of this, Porsha has already texted you, called you, and told you not to bring her up in no mess. Don't say anything that would embarrass her because we do not want a redo of Mexico for Porsha's Family Matters when she was trying to hit you with the boom mic. So just, keep it classy. Say that that's in the past. You and Portia don't talk about it anymore. Like you said in the comment section, she's a wonderful mother. You two co-parent well, and that's that. And just keep circling, keep pivoting the conversation back to Ralph and Drew. Since this is his podcast and he invited you, you keep pivoting back to Ralph and Drew and make him talk about his situation. And Dennis, also do us bloggers a favor and ask Ralph, why didn't he hire a divorce lawyer? Why did he decide to represent himself and then cross-examine Drew? Could you please ask Ralph that again? I know that I got a little tongue-tied just then, but can you please ask Ralph, why didn't he hire for himself a divorce lawyer instead of representing himself and then actually cross-examining her? Storm Monroe, he actually commented and said, we need real house husbands of Atlanta at this point. Ralph, Dennis, Apollo, and Peter. Well, the first three is a go, but isn't Peter locked up right now? I think that he is for, all of those federal charges that he was found guilty of, unless he hasn't started his sentencing yet. But what do you all think about this? Oh my gosh. So that's three Roa stories happening just since I logged out of work in like less than 2 hours. And so I really want to talk about Marvin Sapp. That's why I came to the neighborhood talk and voila, it was here. So I'll just go ahead and make a separate video. And then, yeah, I thank you all so much for checking out this video. What do you think about Ralph, live creating content in the comment section? He is so ghetto. It seems like ever since Drew filed for divorce, we're just really seeing him, and he is oh so ghetto. From Ralph in the Basement podcast to representing himself and cross-examining Drew to being in the comments section, creating content and booking interviews in the comment section. That is just so unprofessional. All right. Well, I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I had a good day. I cannot complain. Nothing major to report, which is a blessing. No tragedies, no, bad news. So I'm glad that everyone's doing okay. And I really hope that you are too. And if you are facing something, you will get to a point where you are looking back on it. Now, if you live in the north, the weather is still up and down, so you still want to wear a coat. I know I'm in a tank top right now, but I'm in the crib. When I go out, I will put on a sweater and then my coat because this is how you can totally get sick. Take your elderberry gummies, your sea moss, drink your ginger tea. It is so good, ginger and honey. All of those help to keep your immunity nice and strong. All right. I will talk with you all soon. Bye.